Hello, I'm Sarah Takens. This is All Day Highly Distracted, and today we are going to talk about property taxes. But property taxes, let's talk about those. So, you get your bill for your property taxes. You've owned the home for a year now, and all of a sudden it has doubled, maybe even tripled, depending on how long the first owner had owned it already. And now you're like, what do I do? So there's a few options for you. And before I give all your hopes up, most of the time, it is what it is. Sorry. And let this be a word to the wise for those that are looking for homes. You always want to check your future property taxes and see what they're calculated at for your escrow, and see how much you have to stick away for yourself in a separate account so that you can pay a lump sum the following year to get your escrow caught up. Unfortunately, lenders' hands are tied with how much they can put into an escrow to start, and it will always leave you shortchanged that first year by quite a bit. So, with that being said, let's get into ways that you might be able to lower your property taxes. So the first way is going to be to make sure that your homestead tax exemption is on your property. If your statement says 100% homestead, you're good. If you live in a duplex and it says 50% homestead, you're good. If you see 0% homestead and you are indeed the owner of the home, you need to take that to the township office, municipality, city, village, wherever you are at, and say, hey, I'm the owner of this home. They might ask you for some documentation or to fill out a form that claims the homestead exemption, and then you should be able to have your property taxes lowered down by about 40%. If you already have the homestead, let's see what else we can help with. Maybe you need to determine if you want to appeal that. If you ended up with like an appraisal gap over what the appraisal value was, especially if you went 30,000-40,000 over, like who was your agent and who was letting you do that? Never mind, don't answer that question. But let's say that you paid a very large appraisal gap on the home, and now you're like, oh, hey, my appraisal was actually 40,000 lower than this, and if I had paid what my home was actually worth, I would have 20,000 less in millage calculation. So you can take your appraisal report to the township, and they will show you what the appeal process looks like. They'll come and walk your house, see if they agree with the appraisal, and then you might be able to get your taxes lowered in that respect. But oh my gosh, I really hope you didn't pay 30 to 40,000 over a home just to win it. I'm not judging, I promise. I'm judging your realtor. I'm not judging you. There are special exemptions for living in certain areas, so you can check and see if you live in a brownstone area or a reclaimed area, and there'll be maps of that kind of thing on the assessing website of your municipality, or there should be at least, if they offer anything like that. Sorry, I had a sneeze. Also, if you're a veteran with disability, especially if you're at 100% disability, you can also get a property tax exemption. They will let you know what forms you need in order to do that, and then that is something that you have to file each year with the township. But it's not a big process, and it saves you from having to pay any property tax at all. Also, seniors and low income also have some exemption opportunities, so you can always check and see what the income level is to get that lower property tax amount. If you have any questions, I want to direct you directly to your municipality. Call your assessing office and just talk to them about what what scenarios might apply to you, and see if they have anything to help. Anyway, I hope this helps, and I'm really sorry if you didn't get explained to you that you're going to have higher property taxes than what's listed on the MLS, and I'm also really sorry if you ended up paying way over on an appraisal gap. I'm sure your home is worth it now, or at least that's what you were told. Okay, bye. Do I look like Millie Bobby today? I feel like I look a little bit like Millie Bobby Brown. Maybe not. Maybe it's my imagination. Anyway.